Hey everyone, I'm very excited to share something with you today. In this bag right here, we got the latest and the greatest from Huawei. It's quite large and it's also foldable. Can you guess what it is? Let me show you. It is a Huawei towel. See? Foldable, quite large. Actually really nice material. Okay. Today I want to talk about the latest P30 series. I'm a proud owner of a Mate20 Pro, and up to recently I thought I had one of the best phones on the market. To be honest, pretty much every single phone on the market right now is somewhat identical. Mate20 Pro has shown us that the camera could be pushed further. We've actually just came back from holiday, and it's kind of funny. We brought all of our camera gear to take pictures and videos, but 95% of all pictures were taken with this. Yes, it's not paid work, but it's memories to remember, and that's exactly what the phone should do, is be able to produce adequate pictures so you can look back at them years' time. Let's talk about P30 Pro though. They basically took this phone and every single feature that it has and put it into the current P30 Pro. But first, let's go through things that are basically identical. So they both have a Kirin 980 chip. The Mate20 Pro has 6GB RAM, while P30 Pro has 8GB RAM. They both now have 4200 mAh battery. At least for me, Mate20 Pro gets me through 2 days without charging. So the one thing that is vastly different in the P30 Pro, it no longer has the top speaker. Now it has a vibration motor which generates sound through vibrations. The other thing that is different is the screen resolution. The Mate20 Pro has a 3120 by 1440 pixels, while the P30 Pro is almost 30% less. It's at 2340 by 1080. That actually translates to about 100 less pixels per inch. In most cases, it's not a big deal, and in fact, it's actually better for battery life. Less pixels to light up, longer battery life. But it's just one of the differences that we have. The biggest difference, and it's probably the most important part of the phone, is the camera. Rather than having just 3 cameras on the back and a flash, it now rocks 3 cameras plus a time of flight sensor, which is also another camera, with the biggest change being the new improved zoom, and more on that in a bit. How about I show you some pictures that I took at launch? Let's have a look. Let's start off with low light performance. Huawei has created a little booth during the launch, which was just a very dark room where I could just about see anything without bumping into things. And they just used the long exposure mode, which is the night mode, to take a picture. So the first picture is exactly this. I've also made a picture using Mate20 Pro as a comparison. As you can see here, that picture is pretty terrible. Let's first have a look at the full range of lenses that Huawei produces, and then kind of discuss what we think about it. First of all, the wide lens. It's not as wide as the S10 Plus from Samsung, but it's, in most cases, wide enough. Then we'll go over to the 1x zoom, which is the standard lens. It's the highest resolution lens and probably the highest quality to get the most detail in it. Then we have our telephoto. So we have a 3x zoom, 5x zoom, 10x hybrid zoom. Then we have a 50x zoom, which is just insane. But at the same time, the quality isn't particularly fantastic. As you can see, I've actually taken a few pictures, and one is slightly better than the other, but both of them are more for show than quality. Let's have a look at another picture. First we have the 1x, then we have the 3x zoom, 5x zoom, and 10x hybrid zoom. And when it comes down to the last bit, it's a 50x zoom. The picture pretty much falls apart. but as a I can do 50 times zoom kind of bragging rights, it does quite well. People refer to this camera as a bit of a creeper, and this is exactly the situation I'm going to show you. It's just a wide shot, and the next picture we have is a 50 times zoom. It's creepy, that's for sure. Let's talk about the zoom and how does Huawei actually achieve it. So if you think about a typical phone, what happens is there's just a sensor behind and the lens, as big of the lens as it can fit, and it just shoots through. Like normal cameras, the bigger the lens, or in most cases, the more elements you put inside the lens, the more zoom you can get. In this particular case, Huawei used exactly that process, but implemented mirrors. So they have a sensor inside here pointing that way. Then they have a bunch of glass. They have a little mirror which just points that way. So every picture that comes in goes into the mirror, goes through the lenses, and in the end, you get much more zoom. I believe this is just the beginning. I think this could get a lot better moving forward. And now the technology has been shared with others, I reckon everyone's gonna reinvent this in the next few generations. Let's summarize. Should you get this phone? Overall, I would say the phone is pretty much the best that you can find on the market right now. It also costs the same. It's a premium phone at a premium price. But should you wait for possibly somebody else bringing in a better phone? Well, probably not, because the next big phones are going to come out end of summer, will be the Note 10, and then you're looking at September and October when Apple and Google release their new flagships. Other than that, there's not much competition in the market. So as it stands right now, this is probably the best phone with an incredible camera you can buy. If you're looking for some sort of better value for money, you might want to get the P30 or have a little bit of weight and get the OnePlus 7. That's going to come out very soon, and I'm looking forward to the specs on that. As always, like, comment and subscribe to our channel. We look forward to seeing you again.